hacking up the lung to the point that I was like, I don't want to make a video. I don't want to do a live because the last thing I need to do is, have one of my coughing fits while I'm doing something. So,
Well, yeah, that would throw people off.
yeah, no. Well, no, it's not even just for them, but for me too. It's like, because especially with the heat wave that we were having up here, like, I've dealt with heat before, but the heat from this past week was, I don't know if it was a combination of me already being sick and the heat, but I was, feeling nauseous. And my house doesn't have we have ACs, but it really didn't help anything because the apartment itself is warm as anything. You would think we still had heat on, and
Because it's so warm.
yeah,
Are you guys on like an upper level apartment? Is that
no, we're actually ground. We got a garage under us. So it's an old school building too, so that might account for a little bit of it. But I don't remember. It seems like every year we have an issue where our apartment during the summer. It seems it's kind. I feel like it's almost the extent of being in a car, except you're in a more open space. you know, but but yeah, just to speak, like I could breathe in fine. It was getting the air out that would cause the you know cause
also like an exhale or whatever? It
yeah.
was it painful or at all? Or
No, just really hard. And the thing with me is, at least once a year, I have some kind of bronchitis or I have some kind of respiratory infection that I never go to the doctors for. I just, I self figure it out. um, I don't even say medicate because all I do is like apple cider vinegar, cinnamon, ginger, turmeric. And now that I'm like looking into Dr. Sebi and other things, now I'm using soursop, sea moss, um, uh, combination of herbs, and
so you on like how many vitamins do you think you're on?
um, well, the sea moss alone supposedly has 92 of the 102 minerals and herbs that vitamins and minerals you're supposed to have in the human body.
Do you ever have beets?
Beets,
Yeah.
um, not regularly, but when I get into juicing mode, I do. Beets are one of my go-to for juicing. As far as like just eating them, not really.
Gotcha.
Um, I did one of the herbs that I did buy that beetroot powder from
Yeah,
some.
no, that's what I tried. I couldn't do raw beet. I think it tastes like dirt.
No, if I'm gonna do, yeah, I can't do raw. Maybe if it's been softened in the right type of salad, I can have it. I remember when I was a kid, I remember kind of liking the beets and vinegar, but I haven't gone that way in a long time. Like I said, usually it's either I'm putting it in a juice. If I'm gonna cook it, I usually do like roasted carrots and beets. Those tend to go really good together
Yeah.
with salt, pepper, cinnamon. Cinnamon tends to bring out a nice. contrast to the beets and carrots. Um,
I would add a little spice to it. Probably pull away from the pungent ground taste.
um, but yeah, one of the herbs or powders that I bought was beetroot powder. And when I make the last two times I've made like a berry type smoothie, I would put probably less than a teaspoon of that in. Um,
I've had a lot of people reach out to me recently, um, like three or four people that were like on the borderline of being diabetic, and I was like, well, if you're exercising and everything at the same time, like beets really help circulation, and it
right,
can really hurt like to make sure that you're not getting any clogs or anything else. Like it
right,
could get that flow going,
yeah,
and and it's a natural thing. It's not too far out of the realm of possibility. Like
right,
worst that could happen, you eat a vegetable.
yeah. And as far as the whole respiratory thing, the last couple of days, I purposely bought this small. I didn't realize that it was small when I ordered it. I didn't realize how small, but it's enough to make maybe about 10 to 12 ounces worth of, maybe a cup and a half to 2 cups of herbal tea, because it has the container that you could put the loose herbs in.
Yeah,
And I got a
you just
glass
like
one
close
because
it up and leave them in there.
yeah,
Well, because I hate the ball ones because you can only fill it up like halfway unless it's like really leafy or
yeah. Well, it's not even just that. Then you have to fish it out. 'Cause
well, I'm not worried about that. It's
I
mostly
get
the
the
balls that are attached. The
yeah,
one I have is attached to a chain.
yeah. This one has I have one that has a chain as well, but I was like, it's cool, but nothing I use I can hook the chain onto, and otherwise it's just gonna sit at the bottom until I drink whatever I made.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I
I
was
just
like,
bought like I just bought like $50 worth of homemade tea from somebody at our local farmers
so,
market.
yeah,
It was really good.
so I was originally gonna buy a electric kettle, but I saw this glass kettle with the sifter or whatever to hold the loose tea while the water's boiling. You can lift it out very easily. Um, I thought it was a little bit bigger that I can make like a whole like mason decent sized mason jar worth of tea out of, but I can get like I said about right around two cups worth. So maybe
It's pretty good. That's probably more than a
like
mason jar.
yeah. But I have to kind of watch it because if I don't, um, the water will bubble out. I did that the first time, learned my lesson. Now I just stand there and watch. And when I see the bubbles go up, okay, time to move it off. And so, but the last tea combinations I made were the only um, bagged or I don't know. Yeah, the two bag teas that I had that I added to the herbs were one was with the chamomile tea, and then the other one was the dandelion root tea.
Oh.
Um, dandelion root and dandelion.
Mud Rabbit talks a lot about dandelion and how good it is, and she also does hibiscus. She even told me that catnip was good in tea. I haven't heard that like prior to her telling me about it, but
I found a
she's big into
catnip
the teas.
that I bought a jar of catnip. I believe I got at PetSmart. And every time I open it, I smell mint.
Yeah, no, I grow it fresh. I got big ass pot of it. Um, I don't know. It does have a really like piney or minty smell that
And this, because usually the only catnips I never like purposely bought catnip. I usually just buy toys or something that came with a little pouch of catnip and would
yeah.
use that. But I was like, one day I was in the pet store and I think I was looking at toys and I was like, you know what? Maybe I will just invest in a small jar. And that way I don't have, I'll have somewhere I can store it that they can't like bite through it if they find it.
Well,
Um,
wild. My cats don't like
and
fresh.
stuff. And the interesting thing is, my black and white one, Shorty, he's the one that usually acts like like a you know, crackhead. Like he gets his taste and he's all paranoid. He's like, get away from me. Where are you? Who you are? And like he follows the bag everywhere.
Oh
So
no, my cats are a little weird about it.
Hello,
They
Jacob.
don't like
Hello,
fresh catnip.
April.
They don't like old catnip, but they only like the spray.
right, no, Smokey on the other hand, all those store bought are the ones that came with the toys. He could almost care less about, but the jar one I bought, that's the only one that the two of them collectively are like excited when they know I'm about to give them some. And I have them trained to go over to the cat tree, and one stands on one level and the other on the other level. They don't deal with each other. The other stuff, I can never give Smokey any because as soon as Shorty saw the bag, he's like, "No, I want more over here. Okay, I'll go."
I'm gonna say
That's
my more able-bodied cat gets more in like a attack mode. I
yeah,
mean, very much crackhead, but very much attack mode, almost like meth head.
yeah,
I feel like they feel like they have super strength. Like throwing up. Well, she like scratches on stuff and climbs up it upside down.
right.
Like
This
they,
this one seems to mellow the both of them a little bit out. And Smokey's a little more funny about it because he'll have it, he's all excited about it, and then he just stays where he was and like, all right, I'm a little scared to move. Uh, like, like a little stone there, aren't we?
I was gonna say the only way it works on my cats is if I grab the fresh plant and I like smush it up in my hand and get that
Yeah.
smoke going real good.
How is it? If you want,
How
Doing
you
good. How are
doing?
you, Andre?
I am doing good.
Good to hear.
Yes. I am doing fantastically well. Thank you for asking.
I don't have much longer online. I have to be honest, but I'm glad you popped on for a minute.
Yeah.
It's getting a little late my time. It's almost 12 p.m. my time.
Really? What time is it for April?
One.
Wow. My time is 2:54 p.m.
Where are you at?
2:54
Where are you at now?
p.m.
Where are you at
Hmm?
now, Andre? That's not
Sorry?
Australia. That's not Australia time. Where are you at now?
You mean what time
Yeah.
is it here?
No. Did
Where
are you
are you
still
in
in
the world
Australia?
right now?
Hmm?
Where
Are
in the
you,
world are you right now?
I'm still at Australia.
where in Australia? Are you still on the Gold Coast?
Yep.
Wow. I feel
Yeah.
like this is the first time we've ever been online and you were in the same uh I don't know what you call it. You're in the PMs with me. Prior to that, we've never been to the PMs together. Usually you're in AM and I'm in PM.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The time is like 2:55 p.m.
For at least 5 more minutes. 4 more minutes.
Exactly.
Yep. The sun
Which is
is
about what I got.
going down.
It's-
Um,
I can't go much longer than that. I gotta wake up early in the morning, and if I stay up too much later, I know I won't do it.
Well, I might go live for a little while anyway.
You doing the double tonight?
Yeah, this is the last one for the week. And I'm happy that I'm finally feeling. I'm hoping that because I'm not having many coughing fits, that when I go home, that I'll actually be able to sleep without a coughing fit. Because that's been the big issue the last 2 days. Is that as soon as I go to lie down, I'm having a coughing fit every 20 minutes.
Yeah, especially if you have to lay on your back. Like I try to like lay on my face, and if I have any kind of a cough, I'm miserable all night. Can't lay down.
And I usually sleep on my like partially on like on my side, but on my stomach. I kind of do a twist kind of thing where it's more on my side, but I got my almost to my stomach.
Yeah, I'm probably in between there, stomach and side. How
yeah.
do you sleep, Andre? What's the method?
I
I
wow.
don't sleep.
Well, I do. I do.
He sleeps.
I sleep
He,
standing up in a coffin.
no, he sleeps by his ankles, upside down.
Um,
You hang over the top.
yeah. Well, I do. I do.
See, he said he does.
All right, you got it. Clip it. We're gonna send it to Joe Rogan.
um. Yeah. I usually just sleep on my side. Um. And sometimes on my
Do you watch?
stomach.
Do
Sorry.
you watch? Do you watch or listen to things while you fall asleep?
Yeah, that's the that's the thing. I heard that a lot of people do that, but I never done that.
You know, like I can give you an example. My significant other sleeps in dead silence with nothing on, and I just
Yeah,
wonder if it's harder to fall asleep with no noise, or if it's harder to fall asleep with noise. Regardless of like the white light coming from a TV, because you don't want to look at that when you're trying to fall asleep.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to know if they're here yet. I still get creeped out from that movie. That's why I haven't watched it since I was a kid.
They're here.
Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, never mind. No, I'm at work. I can't play. I can't play with the. I can't even. See, I can't.
You can
My
put that
brain.
down here
My
next to
brain.
it. Right
My
before we get
brain.
off. Right before we get off, we're going to talk about Poltergeist for a little bit and put April in a mood for the rest of the
No,
night.
that's all right. I already put myself there. That's it. All I had to do is play that because I'm in this space where there's TVs that have nothing but static going on.
You know what Drew Barrymore's best movie was?
What?
Poltergeist.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think Drew Barrymore would be as famous as she is today without doing the movie Poltergeist? I don't know if she would have ever got casted for E.T.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore was the little girl?
Yeah, in E.T.
Not in ET. I already knew that.
I thought she
Oh
was
wait,
in
hey guys.
Poltergeist. No, I might be 100% wrong. It's very
Who
possible.
did that might be a different girl.
Yeah, I might be way off. There's a very good chance if you can't agree with me, then I might be way off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you guys
because she was only
E.T.?
ET. She was only 4 or 5 to begin with.
It's
Yeah. And I
E.T.
thought that other one she was about 4 or 5.
coffee
Yeah,
mug.
And Poltergeist came out a couple years
Have you-
before.
Have you opened it yet, Andre?
I have not opened it
One
yet.
of the First of all, we
I
all
don't
know
know.
E.T.'s not a horror movie, but this is how far back. Like I can't do anything sci-fi horror flick. And E.T. came out when I was probably 7-ish, 6, 7, 8,
Mhm.
and after that movie, I that's when I became afraid of the dark. Because all I saw in the doorway of my bedroom when the lights went out was ET standing there and his head going up and down like this.
Mm.
Exactly. And then for whatever reason there was a gorilla standing
Oh.
behind me.
Well, I mean, at least it's not as scary as Poltergeist.
Yeah, but again, I'm at work, so I'm not even playing with Poltergeist. We are, like I said, there's at least one TV I know of that every now and again you see the static and sometimes the sound is going, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to hear the sound. I don't need to hear voices coming through. I'm like, I don't hear anything. I don't see
Did I
anything.
ever tell you that the only time we ever hear the alien voice from you is when you're on at work? It's like
Oh, it's
they're
because I'm
here.
on my cell phone.
It's like they're here or something when you're at work,
It's because on my cell phone.
or they're here.
Well, Stephanie might be around. She claims she's the
I have to get off, guys. I apologize.
All right,
I'll
Jacob.
talk to everybody
Oh.
soon, okay?
ouch,
Appreciate it.
ouch.
Ow.
E.T. Ouch. He got it.
E.T.
Ouch.
Oh. Oh my God.
Sorry, to do this one. Ouch. Oh,
Ow.
ouch. No, go up. Andre, go
Oh.
up.
Ow.
Ouch. Here we go. Right there.
Ow.
All right.
I remember
Okay.
my first day.
Have a good night.
You guys have
Bye,
a good one.
guys. Have a good night.